along with some of the others of us. Good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank you for being here today as we present our 9th State of the Town address. I'd like to invite our County Executive, Ed Romaine, if he would please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, if everyone would please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, first of all, it really is my honor today to begin by thanking my colleagues on the town board, Councilman James O'Connor, Councilman Jorge Guadrone, Councilman John Lorenzo, and our newest councilman, Mike McElway, as well as our new town clerk, Linda Vavrica, and our receiver of taxes, Andy Whitman. And of course, a special thank you to all of our dedicated commissioners, department heads, and each and every employee in this town. Please know I mean that sincerely to those of you who are here today. It's also important to thank our partners in government, and many are here with us today. And I'd like to begin by thanking our county clerk, Vinnie Pulio, if you would stand and be recognized. Suffolk County Controller John Kennedy. Also, County Legislator Anthony Piccirillo. And we do have representatives from our District Attorney, Ray Tierney, as well as representatives from State Senator Martinez, Sheriff Toulon, if you would stand, all of you. And from the Governor's Office, Rob Calarco. And I'd also like to recognize Mike Ionelli, who's a friend, who's here today representing our U.S. Senator and Majority Leader of the House of Representatives, of the Senate, rather, and that's Chuck Schumer. Mike, thank you. We as a town rely on the wonderful relationships we have with our governmental partners at all levels of government to help us better serve our residents. Speaking of partners in government, we are extremely excited to have our newly elected county executive Romaine here with us today. Although the county executive has only been in office since January, I can tell you he has been a true friend of the town of Islip, and I am so excited, looking forward to all of the great initiatives working that we have for us to be working together for our town and for our county. Ed, thank you so much for being here. This past no, I know, and he's from Islip. He wandered, but there's always hope he will come back. See, now it doesn't affect your elected position. You don't have to stay in the town of Brookhaven. So we're here to welcome you in our wonderful town of Islip. This past November, I was honored to be returned to serve another 4 years as your Islip Town Supervisor. And as we begin this next chapter, I can't help but be reminded of the quote, "There's a reason why the windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror." As we look forward towards the future of our great town, there are so many things for which we have to be hopeful and excited. We can celebrate our accomplishments while embracing our future, and what a bright and promising future it is. In order to build a brighter future, we have spent the last 8 years laying the foundation. First and foremost, we have taken care of the town's finances. In 2016, we got the town's bond rating upgraded to by Moody's to AAA with a stable outlook. And we are so proud that this has been reaffirmed each and every year. We've instituted a capital budget process so that we can strategically plan to address our infrastructure needs and not do it haphazardly. We have consistently provided a tax cap compliant budget while not cutting any staff or services, and have delivered fair and on-time contracts working with our partners at the union UPSI. That whole thing with the bond rating came from my years in the county. And as I'm talking, I'm thinking to myself, I may have neglected to mention Legislator Gonzalez, who's also here from the county. So thank you for being here, Sandy. So having our finances in order has allowed us to make great strides with our infrastructure. We have completed the renovation of Roberto Clemente Park, replaced numerous playgrounds through our playground replacement program, and continue to expand our ever popular pickleball courts. I'm sure you've heard about that. We've got 11 dedicated courts to date, with more to come. We probably have more pickleball courts than any town in the county. We opened the town's first ever skateboard park at Roberto Clemente. Additionally, this year, we were so excited to reopen the newly reimagined Ross Park. We have taken it back from the drug dealers and criminals and have provided a safe, beautiful, welcoming community space for our residents. And I have to thank Assemblyman Phil Ramos, who was able to secure some funding for us to help embellish it even more than it is. We've got beautiful space for concerts and everything going forward. We have also addressed the long neglected Byron Lake Park and Pool Complex in Oakdale. After 55 years of patient waiting, we are pleased that our residents will finally have a beautiful park of which they can be proud. The new Byron Lake will feature a fully rebuilt Olympic-sized pool with a zero entrance, which is very appealing, double flume slide, a kiddie pool, and a spray pad. New buildings for offices and a 3-season concession area accessible from the pool and the park, and something the community will really enjoy. The lake itself will also be rebuilt, and phase 2 of water quality improvements are set to begin this year. We are thrilled that our residents will be able to enjoy this incredible town facility this summer. Yes. I hope, pending supply chain issues. We have also replaced our over 50-year-old animal shelter with a state-of-the-art facility, installed turf fields, tackled long neglected dredging and draining issues, and have made long overdue repairs to town hall and other town buildings. We no longer have a leaking roof above us, nor a cupola that was ready to blow away. Speaking of overdue repairs to town hall, I'm excited to share that we've started the process of addressing town hall. The plan is to improve the functionality of our main building, enhance efficiency, security, and sustainability, especially for our IT services, while focusing on full ADA compliance. Additionally, we have increased services to our residents. From our seniors, we have expanded meal delivery and home repair services. And for families, we have so many camps and recreation programs for children. A holiday light show at Brookwood Hall, 3 new festivals, the Sea Fest at the Bayshore Marina, Festival on the Fairway in Holbrook, and our holiday market right here at Town Hall, complementing the Chamber's popular holiday parade and tree lighting. These events that are put on by our Cultural Affairs Department not only bring enjoyment and opportunities for togetherness for families and friends, but offer free entertainment for our residents during these challenging financial times. We established our opioid task force, which helped launch Islip Goes Purple, which is being replicated in other towns across the county. We rebranded our anti-bias task force as the Town of Islip Unity Council, and we have begun the process of establishing a quality of life court. This will go into effect next year and will help us better address the quality of life concerns of our residents. This court will enable the town to resolve code violations without the need of traveling to district court, which will help expedite the process from violation to resolution. At Islip's own MacArthur Airport, we have welcomed new airlines and destinations, in particular through our partnerships with Frontier Airlines and Breeze Airways. We created a new ground transportation center in an underused building. We have completed nearly $100 million of grant funding projects, paving, terminal improvements, including a new baggage claim area, and installed a state-of-the-art 3D TSA checkpoint scanner. We have also focused heavily on technology, one of our most essential tools as we move towards the future. We have redesigned the town's website, installed free Wi-Fi at all town facilities, parks, beaches, and the airport, and successfully navigated through a cyber attack without compromising any of our data or our ability to serve our residents. And I have to thank the IT department. They were absolutely incredible. We could go on and on about all the amazing accomplishments that we've achieved working together. However, what I'm really excited to share are all the great things we have ahead of us now that we have laid a stable foundation for our town. As I mentioned, technology has been a major focus. In today's world, how can you possibly navigate towards the future without investing in your technology infrastructure? In addition to the improvements already noted, we are excited that we will soon be unveiling our new Islip Town Square. This will be an information and services hub and mobile entry point into all the town website has to offer. The streamlined, icon-driven page gathers the most searched for and accessed town information into a single, easy-to-navigate page. This will be an even more user-friendly and interactive experience for our residents. We are also extremely excited that we are rolling out our new planning portal. This portal will enhance how our residents interact with and obtain important documents, permits, applications, and information. We are certain that this portal will cut down on some of the frustrations we hear throughout the application process, as you will be able to track the status of your application and see if you or your design professionals are lacking any documents that may be slowing down the process. This will be a positive step towards streamlining and improving the process and will better serve our residents and business community. Now, speaking of planning, another exciting project we're working on is the town's comprehensive plan. We are now in the process of taking this from dream to reality. Part of this will be reevaluating studies last created in 1977. The plan will address growth and land use guided by environmental, social, and economic goals, and will include a focus on transit-oriented developments, commercial corridors, housing, transportation, infrastructure, community resilience, vulnerability to climate change, job creation, retention, open space, and recreation. In other words, a complete and updated roadmap for our town's future. The town has already been a leader at the forefront of sensible, affordable housing. From our award-winning College Woods community that was recognized on the floor of Congress years ago, to modern projects such as the Belmont at Eastview, which was just recently a focus by Newsday for giving discounts to first responders. We know from experience that by having a plan in place that includes a smart, sensible approach that provides affordable housing opportunities for young professionals and our seniors, we will be able to control how we address this problem, not how Albany thinks we should. Now, I saw our county executive leading the applause on that, but he has really been a model for working with other levels of government and reaching out and working with our governor, and that's only going to help us all here on Long Island, so we thank you for that. As we know, the critical concerns that this plan will address will shape our town for generations to come. We will be working alongside our planning department and professional planning consultants, and will include an extensive public outreach strategy with our communities, all of you, to be a part of this important process and very important policy document. When we think about planning for our future, it is not just the brick and mortar buildings that matter, but the businesses we bring to fill these and the jobs that we help create here. We strive to be a business-friendly town as we understand that by doing so, we are providing economic opportunities for our residents. We are fortunate here at the town of Islip to have a Department of Economic Development and an Industrial Development Agency. These departments work to aggressively attract businesses to our town and to provide incentives for them to succeed here and to give back to our local economy. Since 2015, our IDA has helped close over 100 projects representing $1 billion in capital investments and creating over 10,000 jobs. Our IDA continues to facilitate the relocation of businesses to our town, including recently NACA Technologies, Ferraro Foods, and the Big Geyser Beverages, to name a few. We've also seen expansions by Euro Pastry, TechWeld, Duradyne, Galal Foods, and many others, demonstrating the confidence businesses have in Islip and creating even more job opportunities. Small businesses are also thriving here in the town of Islip. One need not look further than downtown Bayshore, where once we had blight and neglect. You are now hard-pressed to find vacant buildings, and virtually every time you go out, there's a new restaurant or shop to explore. And this kind of economic vibrancy can be seen in many areas across our town. Thanks to all of our dedicated and hardworking chambers of commerce and civic organizations, I'm proud to say that we have many thriving downtowns and business districts, and we continue to see growth and progress through all of our hamlets. We are fortunate to have such caring and civic-minded residents who partner with us to help keep Islip thriving economically. Another business-friendly feature is our foreign trade zone. This 52-acre industrial park is the only one of its kind on Long Island, with 35 businesses currently operating and specializing in import-export industries and over 4,000 employees. The foreign trade zone greatly adds to our local economy. Currently, we have an additional 3 buildings under development, which will add an additional 125,000 square feet of space for future businesses to partner with the foreign trade zone. Having the airport creates many unique opportunities for increased economic development in the future. Those of you who recently attended the Town of Islip's Long Island Business Development Council dinner that the town hosted, the LIBDC, heard a lot about the proposed Midway Crossing project. When we talk about planning for our town's future and the region, there is no better example than Midway Crossing, a collaborative effort with the town, the county, and private partners that has the real potential to generate billions of dollars into our local economy. The current proposal will bring a life sciences hub with state-of-the-art research and medical facilities with high-paying skilled positions, the kind of high-paying jobs that we keep talking about that are so needed to keep our highly educated workforce here. Additionally, a proposed hotel, convention center complex, and other exciting opportunities, including a North Terminal at the airport. These are all very exciting and very, very real. There have been letters of intent signed by Northwell, Siemens. There is a lot of interest in this, and although convention centers traditionally are not big money makers, the kind of industries that need to show their wares, these multi-million-dollar pieces of equipment, need a place to display it, to bring people to see it. And right now, there's no place on the East Coast that you can really do that. The North Terminal would allow for not only a more updated terminal, but plane-to-train connectivity by moving the terminal adjacent to the Ronkonkoma train station. The potential for train-to-plane connectivity certainly allows for expanded use of our airport and will complement the Midway Crossing project by making it more accessible without the need for increased vehicle traffic. And we're very hopeful that the state, the governor, will see fit for granting us some of the funds that are available for these kinds of exciting initiatives, because infrastructure needs are going to have to be addressed and need to be addressed. And this is the kind of project that really we need to see happen. Speaking of the Ronkonkoma train station, another very exciting project is Amtrak. Yes, Amtrak service to our station right here in the town of Islip. Bringing Amtrak to our region brings the opportunity for residents and businesses alike to more easily travel to other nearby major cities such as DC and Boston. As traffic and congestion remain a top concern on Long Island, finding new ways to utilize our mass transit infrastructure and eliminating the need to travel into or through New York City certainly benefits not only our residents, but all of Long Island. These great strides towards our future certainly come with a need to embrace change while keeping our town's unique identity and values. We all live here because we love our town, our island, our region, our county. However, if we don't grow and adapt, our younger generation will leave, and we will not have a legacy to leave behind. We know from past experience that change often comes with great fear of the unknown. However, over the past 100 years, Long Island has come a long way from potato farms and fishing communities to the great and thriving region we have today. Had our predecessors not carefully planned out the communities and infrastructure that we enjoy today, we would never have been able to enjoy all that we hold dear. Today, we have so many wonderful amenities in our town, from our two recently expanded state-of-the-art hospitals, Good Samaritan University Hospital and South Shore University Hospital, to our top-rated school districts and an ever-expanding campus for Suffolk County Community College in Brentwood. We have so many incredible assets right here in Islip for our residents to enjoy and to attract people to our region. Now the future is in our hands, and it looks brighter than ever. I believe that working together with my fellow town board members, we can bring our great town into the future so that it will thrive and grow for generations to come. We have all worked so hard for you, our residents, our community leaders, our businesses, so that this town is the best it can be. Our goal is to leave the town better than we found it. For many years, the can was kicked down the road, and so much was neglected. Investing in our roads, our buildings, our parks, beaches, marinas, and more is not only protecting the town's assets, it's protecting your assets, your investment. I can assure you that I take this responsibility very seriously. And I know that my fellow board members, Councilman O'Connor, Guadrone, Lorenzo, and McElway, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being such dedicated and caring partners. I know that we all have the same goals. We all want the best for our residents. Guiding a town of over 340,000 residents towards the future is certainly a team effort, and we are blessed to have such a fine team. What an incredible time to have a front row seat to the future of our town. Now is not the time to rest on our laurels of our incredible accomplishments over the past years, but to move full steam ahead. All of us here today have contributed to making our town a great place to live, work, and raise a family. And I mean that. Everybody sitting in this room that you cared enough to be here today, you've really contributed to this. And I can't thank you all enough for all that you do for our residents. I thank you for entrusting me these past 8 years, and I hope that you all join me for the crucial next 4 as we continue what we started, laying not just the foundation, but in that foundation, the promises that are necessary for our town to flourish. Thank you once again to the town board, the entire town of Islip team, and to all the residents who will join with us as we continue to work together for the town we love, the town we all call home, or may sometime in the future call home. May God continue to bless our town, this great country, bring peace to all, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you. That's it, folks. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. What? Town board?